Clover has been making money from milk for more than a century. This plant in Midrand near Johannesburg alone packages 13 million litres a year. It's the biggest buyer of milk in South Africa with a 65% share of the market. It collects fresh milk by road from 280 farmers across the country. It has to reach here before it is a day old. This has been the driver of Clover business in the 113 years since the company was founded by a handful of farmers who wanted to open a butter factory. For years it was a cooperative. Now, after 7 years of preparation, it is ready to transform into a listed company.
They're probably a little bit more agile as a public company rather than as a cooperative, because as a cooperative they probably have to go to all of the owners of the shares in the cooperative and get permission to do stuff. Whereas in a listed entity, management, I would imagine, have a little bit more control over the strategic direction of the business.
There used to be a time when you had to be a milk supplying farmer to own shares in Clover. The listing will change that along with the ownership structure of the company. As a cooperative, farmers owned 85% of the company and management 15%. Farmers will now own 55% of the new listed company, management 11%, and now shareholders will own 34%. As part of getting the farmers to go along with the deal, Clover management agreed to increase the value of their shares, unlocking 1.2 billion rand in shareholder value.
About 150 million of the amount raised is earmarked for acquisitions. So they are trying to diversify away from just milk into other beverages, which will help them.
Clover plans to raise 500 million rand for investment through the listing.
We've launched a project called Cielo Blue. In essence, it has two legs. The one is a distribution leg. We have completely run out of capacity on our distribution side of the business, mainly because we have converted the commodity milk that we used to get through our brands. And once it goes through our brands, it needs to go through a secondary distribution network. So we've worked ourselves out of capacity, and we need desperately to create more capacity, which will take us through for the next 5 to 7 years. The second part is we need to reposition some of our factories. Well, it's a long story, but prior 1994, the country was divided into two, and we got the north. But most of our milk is at the coastal regions, and we are carting that milk up every day between 12 and 14 hours to our facilities. So those facilities in the north need to come down, and then we will consolidate our Mayfair factory, which is making our Tropicas, into the Clover facility. And for that, that's the other part of the business.
So Clover is taking itself to market, hoping to attract the cream of investors.